Oh, we got up in here, man. Said, wake your ass up, nigga. I ain't shout. Chill out. Uh, y'all up in here? What's up, man? I'm letting this thing go for about 10 minutes now, man. Should I get it started or not, man? Motherfucking lotion, man. I take a little quick shower, fam. I let the lo-fi go. Shout out to lo-fi girl, fam. You know what I mean? Shout out to lo-fi girl, fam. What's going on? Sports Data PC. When I say PC, I mean podcast, man. You know what it is. Get right quick. Ton of sports to cover, man. And I'm gonna probably do the rundown tonight on y'all boys. I'm talking about hockey. You know what I'm saying? College soccer. College soccer is nearing conference championships. Okay, so we've already crowned conference championships for college soccer. So next would be the College Cup. Soccer, both men and women. We're gonna do all college sports. Football, FCS, all levels, Division 1, Division 2. Shout out to Trinity. Gotta go tap in on them. On local sports, we're gonna do that. Got a little NASCAR, Formula One. We're gonna do some Premier League. Let's talk about that Champions League too. Got going on, like I said, hockey, college hockey. MLB's over with. No baseball right now. Next will be college baseball. I can't wait. February, man. See y'all in February. That'll be here soon. Also, the UFL will be here around that time too. Canadian conference, Canadian League conference championships. All right. I was looking at Hamilton and Montreal. I think Montreal got that. Then we got the BC Lions, and I'm not too sure who they play, but I got BC. I fuck with Vancouver. I do. Or British Columbia. Same shit. Because like I was saying, I was telling my boy, man, I got a thing for the Vancouver Canucks. I don't know what it is. I just do. But yeah, we got a ton of shit to cover, man. I'm looking for my Archie blows. Archie blows. All right, family. All right. We got up in here today, man. We got up in here today. Y'all was up in here. What happened, fam? Let's see. He asked me how many do I average. Hold on, let me fix that right quick. Ooh, wrong one. Ooh. 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 There we go. All right, where y'all at, man? All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that rundown. Pretty much. Let's see what we'll start with. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm gonna get y'all right. Hold on. righteous now, nigga. Shit. I'm righteous now, family. We got up in it up. It said, I'm righteous now, family. That's family. That's family right there. I got 4 up in there. Okay. Yeah, it was a crazy week for college football. Let me go ahead and look at this shit right now. I'm going to try to look at some highlights, too. I didn't get to look at all the highlights. Look at a few things for tonight. All right. Already got it up on here, cuz. Okay. Let's do D1. FBS. A lot of college. A lot of college. Week 11, Saturday, November 8th. Excuse me. Currently got some games right now. Still playing going on. It is 12-18 right now. Crazy. We got a game going on right now between San Diego State and Hawaii. And San Diego State, who is having a good season, is losing this game. 31-6. I mean, it's tough to go. It's going to be 1 o'clock. You playing Hawaii right now? That's crazy. Sam Houston versus Oregon State. It's pretty late right now. Sam Houston State. Fourth quarter is 21-17. Oregon State has had a bad year. Seriously. Earlier today, we had Ohio State. Ohio State, Purdue. 34-10, Ohio State. I got to go look at that. That Indiana-Penn State game, man. That toe tap, man. I got to go watch that one. A&M, man. Of course, man, we got to represent the Texas squad up in here. We from Texas, dog. A&M still having a good season. Best season I've ever seen A&M have, bro. I don't care what you say. All right, 38-17. Definitely like to check that out. Alabama gets the win over LSU 20-9. Alabama, look. Now you see what that first, they just wasn't ready that first game of the season versus Florida State. Now you see Alabama, man, bounce back. Bounce back, man. Georgia, Mississippi State, or is that Mississippi State, 41-21. Georgia gets that. Georgia cruising. Are we sleeping on Georgia? Are we sleeping on Georgia? All right, the Citadel versus Ole Miss, 49-0. Oh, God. I think they're sleeping on Ole Miss. All right, I think they're sleeping on Ole Miss. Trust. BYU, Texas Tech, some good games this week. I was looking at this slate early in the week, bro. Got some good games this week. A lot of these games really let you know who finna go to the college football playoffs, because that's what we getting close to. I'm probably finna play some college football, man. Fuck the bullshit. Oregon, Iowa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at a lot of these games, man. Notre Dame, Navy, 49. Everybody's talking about Notre Dame. I don't know why. Wake Forest versus Virginia. Wake Forest, the upset. I knew Virginia. I knew it. Still having a good season, but man, it's gonna put y'all back a bit, because California, Louisville. I knew it. California has had an underrated season. Trust me, they have. Them and Stanford have held their own in the ACC. They really have. 29-26 over Louisville. Man. Vanderbilt, Auburn. Vanderbilt gets that. All right, they needed to bounce back from losing to Texas. Vanderbilt has turned their football program around. Crazy. Miami. Florida versus Syracuse. Easy one for Miami. All right, what we got? Like I said, easy one for Miami. You got an upset going on right now with Wisconsin and Washington. Washington was number 23 in the country. Wisconsin gets the upset. Army versus Temple. 14-13. Army gets that. West Virginia versus Colorado. I like the freshman quarterback. Colorado gonna be all right going forward. Now you see, they really were just, because now it make me think, damn, if they would have started him from the beginning, yeah, he would have took his lumps, but I'd rather him take his lumps versus Wyoming, Delaware State, or Delaware. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you got something to look forward to, man. The boy, you got something to look forward to. James Madison Marshall. James Madison's been under the radar too. 35-23. SMU, Boston College, 45-13. Southern Miss, Arkansas State. I like Southern Miss and that coach they got. Southern Miss gets that 27-21. Missouri State versus Liberty. Missouri State 21-17. Let's see. We got Eastern Michigan versus Bowling Green. All right, that was 27-21, Eastern Michigan. Rice versus UAB, 24-17. Rice gets that. Okay. Maryland versus Rutgers, 35-20. Rutgers gets that. Delaware versus Louisiana Tech, 25-24. Delaware gets that. November football is really showing me, like, you know, what you really made of. All right. Middle Tennessee State versus FIU, 56-30. FIU gets that. Let's see, we got Jacksonville, UTEP. Jacksonville State gets that 30-27. Okay. Tulsa, Florida Atlantic. All right, Florida Atlantic gets that 40-21. They've been having an under-radar season, too. Florida Atlantic. Charlotte versus East Carolina, 48-22. We got college basketball, too. I've been paying attention to Sacramento State. Yeah, I'll be looking at them small schools. Kansas versus Arizona. I was looking at this game earlier. Good win by Arizona. They got two good dubs, man. Boys out there playing. Kansas is, man, I feel like the last 3 seasons, man, they could have won the conference, but excuse me. Shit. Iowa State gets a good win over TCU. Duke versus UConn. UConn, I'm telling y'all, man, they've had quite the football season, man. I got to go check in on they dudes over there, basketball, UConn basketball. But, yeah. Canisius State versus New Mexico State. Canisius State continues to have a very good season, man. I'm telling you. I say your season, that's what I'm saying. Like, all these coach firings, bro, like, you got to have patience, man. Sometimes you're going to have a fucking bad season. This ain't the Nick Saban era no more, bro. So Bama not finna be dominant like they was in the past and shit. Like, this thing finna be spread out. Still, yes, the best teams are in the SEC, but, you know, we gonna see. Ooh, we gonna see. We gonna see. Don't get me wrong. Ohio State is fucking, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, Julian Sand is playing at an all-time high level right now, man. Coastal Carolina versus Georgia State, 40-27, Coastal Carolina. Bill Belichick and them, like they're having a bad season, but it's like, bro, it's his first season. I don't hear none of y'all talking about Bill Belichick and them. Earlier in the year they was, but you can't listen to that outside noise, man. 20-15, North Carolina gets that over Stanford. All right, Texas State versus Louisiana. All right, Louisiana gets that 42-39. Okay, Air Force versus San Jose State. Damn, Air Force gets that 26-16. I'm going to have to go look at that. Florida State, Clemson. Eesh. Both squads having disappointing seasons. But Clemson, like, they're going to keep their coach. They're not going to fire Dabo. They're not. I don't know if they're going to fire Mike Norvell with Florida State. I don't know. It sucks now that you see they got left out that playoff last time. It's crazy because ever since then, man, Florida State. Kentucky versus Florida. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Too many coach firings, man. We have over a dozen probably coach buyouts this year, bro. Crazy. Nevada versus Utah State. All right. 51-14, Utah State gets that. Nebraska versus UCLA, 28-21, UCLA gets that. UNLV versus Colorado State, UNLV 42-10. All right. Earlier we had some MAC matchups. Ohio versus Miami, Ohio. I forget Miami, Ohio is in Ohio. 24-20. Ohio gets that. Wednesday we had a couple. It seems like a lot of the MAC games are on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which is crazy. Crazy. Toledo beat NIU 42-3. I like the MAC schools though. I might turn around do a franchise with a MAC squad. Ball State and Kent State 17-13. All right. Northwestern, Southern California, 38-17. I like that running back at Southern Cal. Houston versus UCF, 30-27. Houston's still having a good season. Tulane beats Memphis. They were having a good season. Like UTSA gets smashed by. This is not their year, bro. UTSA versus South Florida, 55-23. I need to get paid. All right, that is for FBS. Let me see if we got FCS. Check on FCS right quick. All right. When I'm doing that, what is the bracket for FCS? Hot games. Let's see. You got Lehigh, Holy Cross, 38-3. Lehigh, damn, they went like that. Sacred Heart put up 50 over Virginia Lynchburg. Let's see. Dartmouth over Princeton, 2017. Illinois State versus Indiana State, 52-20. All right. Bryant versus University of Albany, 27-24. Bryant gets that. Richmond versus Georgetown, 31-24. Richmond gets that. Maine versus Hampton, 35-7. Maine gets that. Let's see. Davidson versus Presbyterian. San Diego versus Valparaiso. Okay. Cornell versus Penn. Okay. Villanova versus Townsend, 28-10. Villanova. Tennessee Tech versus Eastern Illinois, 21-9. Tennessee Tech, they're having a good season. St. Thomas is in Minnesota, all right? St. Thomas versus Drake, which is in Iowa, I believe, 20-13. St. Thomas gets that. Butler versus Morehead State. Good game, 31-30. Morehead State gets that. Howard versus South Carolina State, 42-12. South Carolina State gets that. Wofford versus VMI. All right. VMI has a good baseball team. They do. All right. Wofford gets that 52-10 on them, boy. All right. We got Youngstown State. What's that? 48-38, 27-24, 30-27. Rhode Island. Okay, 34-20. All right. I see. And Conner gets a big fucking win, 38-3 versus Northwestern State. North Dakota State versus North Dakota, 15-10. North Dakota State gets that. Alabama State over Texas Southern, 42-24. Montana State, big, 66 on them boys. Weber State. What happened to Weber State, bro? See, Abilene Christian versus Utah Tech, 31-10. Utah, too, is a very underrated state, too. The Northwest, bro. Call them a name. All right? It is. Southern Utah versus Eastern Kentucky, 27-17. Southern Utah gets that. Eastern Washington versus Montana. Montana's having a good season, 29-24 over Eastern Washington. Grambling versus Bethune-Cookman, 31-23. I heard it was a scrap in this one. Stephen F. Austin put a 50 on them boys. Jackson State versus Mississippi Valley, 42-3. Jackson State gets that. All right, let's see, guys. South Dakota State versus South Dakota, 24-17. What? Oh my. All right, Austin Peay, 41-38 over Central Arkansas. All right, Lamar over Southeastern Louisiana, 14-12. Sacramento State versus Portland State, 52-24. Okay, Sacramento State. All right, McNeese versus East Texas A&M, 35-20. McNeese gets that. Texas Rio Grande Valley over Nichols, 28-17. Cal Poly versus Idaho State, 27-17. Idaho State gets that. Northern Colorado versus Northern Arizona, 49-10. Northern Arizona gets that. All right, UC Davis versus Idaho, 28-14. UC Davis gets that. Shout out to Deshaun Jackson with Delaware State. All right, they're actually going in the right direction right now. They got a win, 14-12 over Morgan State. All right, Harvard over Columbia, 31-14. Man, I was damn near a couple of those games from the FCS. I'm gonna move on to D2. See what's popping in D2, cuz. What we doing, cuz? What's popping in D2? What we got in D2? We're in D2, right? All right. I got the Northern Michigan. See, I'm starting to get into this now. Now I'm starting to get into these D2s. Okay. All right. Like, good football here. All right, these D2s. Northern Michigan versus Davenport. All right, 47-45. Northern Michigan gets that. Shout out to Northern Michigan. Yeah, I'm giving D2 love. You got Tiffin, Northwood, California, PA versus Gannon. Like, yeah, Ohio, Dominican. Yeah, man, you start getting into these D2s, bro. Hillsdale, Walsh, Slippery Rock versus Edinburgh, Indiana versus Carlin. Let's see. That Mars Hill team. I've heard about them. Bentley College. You'd be surprised because some of these are top D1 hockey programs. You know what I'm saying? Virginia State is a HBCU, I believe, a D2 HBCU, Virginia Union. All right, 14-3, Virginia Union of Virginia State. All right, Virginia has a lot. I'm gonna go look up colleges in all states. All right, and map this shit. You know what I mean? Jamestown versus MSU Moorhead, 44-20. All right. Moorhead gets that. What's the team that stands out? Fayetteville State. What's the team? Shaw. I've heard of Shaw. Fairmont State. I've heard. Concord. So you got Pace. Shepherd. Bowie State. Ferris State. Versus Saginaw Valley. Ferris State put up 51. West Virginia State. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? West Virginia State. That's crazy. Newberry. I've heard of Newberry. Missouri S&T. All right. Lincoln. All right. Let's see. Wayne State, Michigan. We've heard of Wayne State before. Let's see. Pueblo. CSU Pueblo. Colorado School of Mines. Heard of that. Imperial State. I've heard of Imperial State. Washburn. D2s, man. Is that Adams State? I've heard of Adams State. Southwest Minnesota State. West Texas A&M. Missouri Midwestern State University. Heard of them squads. Grand Valley. Michigan Tech. Yeah, man. D2 is gonna be loaded. Grand Valley got that win though. Minnesota State, Augustana is in San Diego. You see what I'm saying? Fort Valley State. All right, what else we got? Pittsburgh State. See what I'm saying? Central Oklahoma. All right, we also got Southwest Baptist, Minnesota Duluth. All right, they have a great fucking hockey team. First and BIM State. They have a great hockey team too. Northwestern Oklahoma, heard of them. Northwest Missouri State, I definitely heard of them. Definitely heard of them. Western Colorado. All right, Harding. Southern Nazarene. These are D2s, man. All right, we also have Southern Arkansas, Arkansas Tech, Oklahoma Baptist, Kentucky State, Lane, Savannah State. That's where Shannon Sharp went. Tuskegee, Miles, Morehouse, Clark Atlanta. These are HBCUs of D2s. Valdosta State, Delta State. I remember Delta State. I remember our running back coming from Delta State around when my brother was fucking playing. Truman State. You know what I mean? Colorado Mesa. Come on now. All these D2s, man. Shorter. Come on now. Western Oregon, Texas A&M, Kingsville. Come on now. Central Washington, Sul Ross State. Man, come on now. These are D2s, dog. These are D2s, so that means all right, we got D3s. Who the top D3s? Let's see. Who team sticks out for D3s? John Hopkins, pretty good D3 squad. Union, Rochester. What's that? Westland, Connecticut, Springfield. Trying to see where it is. You got Delaware Valley. See who sticks out in this thing here. Utica. Yeah, these are definitely D3s. Berry. Yep. St. John's, Minnesota. Let's see. Southwestern Texas. Let's see. John Carroll, heard of that. Ohio Westland. All right, now we getting somewhere. This is probably where Texas Lutheran is at. Where is Trinity at? Texas Lutheran is right there. Mount Union. Okay, Texas Union 54 to 10. That's right there down the street. Texas Lutheran. Trinity. They both D3s. Trinity 42-24 versus Millsaps. All right. Mary Hardin Baylor. That's another D3. You got East Texas Baptist. Who else stands out? Wisconsin Whitewater is a top D3 school. Yeah, we finna go look at the rankings right now. So, right now, they have different regions, I believe. So, Region 1, number 1 will be Coast Guard is in there. Cool. In Region 2, they got John Hopkins at the top. Hardin Simmons is on there. Trinity is on there. Number 3, 7-1. Okay. Mount Union up there, John Carroll. All right. North Central, that's in Illinois. down with it. That is your top. And then D2, Kutztown is on top. Virginia Union's up in there. West Florida up in there. Albany State. Ferris State's up there. Harding Central Washington's up there. Okay. And FCS. So Trinity's a D fucking 3. Crazy. North Dakota State still at the top. Montana State right there. Montana Lehigh up there. Tarleton. Harvard's up in there, man. They wasn't even ranked. Showing them love now. Tennessee Tech, like I said, is having a good year. Monmouth just lost. Charlton, yeah, they've been the top teams all this year. It's gonna be tough. Yep. All right, now let me get y'all. If I get y'all that college football, right? All right, let me get y'all. It was week 11, so we got about a couple more weeks, 3 more weeks of college football. And yeah, so far I still don't know who wins the Heisman. If you got a guess, let me know, because I don't know. We do got this College Cup coming up. Here are the latest United Soccer Coaches top 25 rankings. All right, we can go on it. Maryland is number 1 still in soccer. Vermont climbed their way right back. They've had a up and down season, you know what I mean? But they have climbed their way back in the number 2 spot. And remember, Vermont is the defending champions. All right, Princeton's up there. Virginia's up there. NC State, Bryan's still up there. Portland, San Diego, watch out for the West Coast teams, man. It's going to be a good College Cup, man. West Virginia, Marshall, you already know I'm on top of it. And then you got Clemson, who's not even ranked. Denver's up in there. All right. Don't forget that Indiana's pretty good, too. All right. Got some good teams. Ohio State gives people problems, too. All right. San Diego's pretty good at soccer, too. They're ranked. Do we have any games today? We have what are we having? What's today? Yes, I think we had conference championship. Tracking all 22 automatic bids for the 2025 NCAA men's soccer tournament. Princeton Penn, these look like they're the finals. Portland over Seattle U. I remember seeing Seattle U. Gonzaga, Gonzaga, San Diego. It looks like this was conference. See what Friday was. Michigan. I think Maryland got that. Okay. What 20 you think? Rainbow. Dayton's pretty good at soccer too. All right. College Cup should be starting. I'm trying to get a good. All right, tracking all 22 bids. Let's see. That College Cup, man. All right. So right now, there are no automatic bids right now. So we wait until November 12th. Quarters the 7th and 8th. So it should be coming up soon. Coming up soon, son. Yeah, after tomorrow we should be hearing like who's made it in the college tournament, in the College Cup. All right. Also, same thing for the women's. The College Cup's going on for the women's too. All right. Let's see. As far as the women's goes, I think Stanford's still ranked at the top. Yes, killing it right now. Notre Dame's killing it too. Memphis is killing it too. Let's see, is that team they're not talking about? Where's Georgia at? Georgia's pretty good. Georgia's not even on there, man. Damn, what happened to Georgia? Oh, yeah, Georgia's number 19. Pretty good. Georgia's pretty good at soccer. Okay. Got the College Cup for the women's coming soon, too. As they get their tournament, conference tournament comes to an end. I've seen a couple games. This shit's deep. Shit's deep. All right. We're still on college sports, man. We got college hockey. I should have went to that UTSA hockey game. I actually stopped by to see what was popping, but I didn't go in. But I should have went in. All right. Number 1, Michigan State sweeps number 3, Penn State in top-ranked series. Okay. Let's see. See, hockey just started. College hockey. Yep. Michigan State is number 1 in hockey right now. Where is Denver? Number 9. 6-3 over Western Michigan. All right, and this is D1 hockey. You know what I mean? Like, you got these dogs, Union, New York, and then you got UTSA. Like, that's like D3. Got the American College Hockey Association. Like, I got to keep mentioning that because y'all don't understand. You know what I mean? Then you got D3 hockey. That's D1. Then you got this D3 hockey. It's like, bruh, I ain't even on this yet. Like, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is different. This is different. Start getting into this. And then who the rankings in this? In D3. Who the top? Curry, Utica. Come on now. This is hockey, dog. Let's go check on women's volleyball right quick. Currently, Nebraska is still number 1 at 22-0. They have not lost a game this year. We're getting close to an end for that. Shout out to Nebraska women's volleyball. All right. What else we got? Like I said, man, we got college basketball, man. Shout out to BYU, man. They got a stud over there. Kansas also got a point guard too. It's been a lot. I see a lot of hoopers out there hooping right now, man. Like I said, I've been paying attention to Sacramento State. Been looking at been paying attention to Mikey Williams, man. Seeing how his growth is over there. He's transferred. He's been in a couple spots already, man, and like, you know, still. Just want to see what's interesting. This is a good basketball season because I'm interested to see who's going to be balling, who's not going to be balling. You know what I mean? Currently, the rankings for that, Purdue's still number 1. I got to go look at them, see how hot they is. Houston number 2, Florida number 3, UConn, got to go look at them. St. John's is up in there. BYU's up in there. These are the top 25 teams, man. Give St. Mary's some love, Indiana some love. Kansas State some love. Texas, like I said, I got to go get caught up on some things with this. All right. Had a bunch of games today. I got to check out. BYU gets the win 98-53. Houston get that win 65-48. They play Townsend though. Like now, it's a bunch of scrub games right now. You know, it depends. Michigan State over Arkansas 69-66. All right. Gonzaga over Oklahoma. Man, that was a good one. Southern, what's that, Virginia? Smashed them boys. Penn State versus New Haven. All right. This is college basketball, man. A lot of games. Memphis over San Francisco. Texas over Lafayette. Virginia Tech Providence game was pretty good. Let's see what else we got. College is deep too, man. Shit. I gotta go watch some of these games. Gotta go see who's hot right now too. I've seen a few college basketball games. Some good matchups I'm seeing too right now. Like I said, a bunch of scrub games right now, but you know, we still gonna pay attention. Okay. So the best game probably was that St. John's, Alabama. Let's see. Yeah, big time games, not too many. Let's see. Let me look at D2 basketball. I've never really looked into D2 basketball. Never have I. Let's look at rankings for them. Virginia State, Fairmont State, so it's about the same as what I was looking at. 26. Top team here would be, we only got one loss, 2 losses, 2. Washburn basketball is pretty good. West Liberty, okay. That's D2, D3 basketball. Westland, Trinity, and Joseph's. Look at scores for that D3s. D3 basketball. Clarkson, I seen that. I seen Clarkson. I seen that school. That's a hockey school too. Okay, so yeah. New Jersey City. Mount Union. Just swiping through, looking at some colleges. Let me see. All these damn games, man. It's D3 basketball, man. That's crazy. Alrighty, again. Had that NBA Cup. So far, so good to this NBA season. I'm loving it. Alright, definitely loving this NBA season. Suns beat the Clippers 114 to 103. De'Aaron Fox came back for the Spurs. Spurs off to a hot start, man. Don't know what's going on between Ja Morant and Zion. Spurs did beat Houston in that NBA Cup game. Then they bounced back to go smash the Pelicans the day after. Let's see. What we got? So yeah, that's what we got for basketball. Yeah, college. Bulls lost tonight versus the Cavs. I like how the Bulls get off their side, but I like the Cavs too. Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, that boy nice. telling you right now, that boy Donovan Mitchell. As far as hockey goes, have a few games tonight. Anaheim Ducks are doing pretty good, man. Penguins Devils, that was a good one today. The hell is that? Devils get that 2-1. Senators Flyers 3-2. Senators get that. Stars Predators, that was a good one. Stars get that though. I looked at those highlights. 5-4. Bruins Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs can't catch a fucking break, bro. Utah versus Canadiens 6-2. Canadiens get that. Capitals Lightning. Lightning get that 3-2. All right. Rangers Islanders 5-0. Islanders get that. All right. Sabres Hurricanes. Hurricanes, man, off to a great start right now. 6-3 over the Sabres. Blues struggling, man. Lose to the Kraken 4-3. All right. Avalanche and Oilers. Avalanche get that. They put up 9 fucking goals on them motherfuckers. That's crazy. Blue Jackets Canucks. Canucks needed this one. Y'all really did. 4-3 over Blue Jackets. Anaheim Ducks in overtime over the Golden Knights. That's a good win, bro. Oh, they off to their best start right now. 4-3 over the Golden Knights. Panthers and Sharks. Sharks, man, hey. This hockey season is already becoming what I'm thinking it's going to be. I'm loving it. Sharks is finally over 500, man. That's a good sign. 3-1 over the defending champions. I gotta go look at that. I gotta go look at that. All right. We also have Major League Soccer. All right. I don't think y'all understand that we are in MLS playoffs right now. Okay. And with that, let's see. That should be loud. There we go. All right, Major League Soccer playoffs. All right, they're a 3-game series. All right, so tonight Minnesota closes out the series. That was a good game. 3-3 in the regulation. Then they win in the shootout after they took the goalies. All right, get to a point where they shoot so much where the goalies have to kick against the goalies, and Minnesota wins that. Okay, that's how it is, man. FC Cincinnati gets the win, takes the series over Columbus Crew, man. It's tough. Inter Miami 4-0 over Nashville to take that series, man. All right. It was LAFC and Austin was canceled. LAFC wins series 2-0, and Philadelphia Union and Chicago was canceled, but Philadelphia Union wins that 2-0. Okay. All right. What we got tomorrow? Sunday. We got any games tomorrow? San Diego and Portland tomorrow. All right. What is that? 1-1. Okay. Gotta close that out and see where we headed after that. All right. Then we got what? We got the German Bundesliga. And what we got for Spanish La Liga. I have not been paying attention too much. I do pay attention to Premier League, though. Okay, Chelsea, I know, got that win. Who they got next, though? Would like to see that. Saturday, let's see. Chelsea beat Wolverhampton 3-0. Okay. Let's see. Everton gets the win over Fulham. Who got that, though? Or was that a draw? Let's see, Friday. Okay, so we got more games tomorrow. Yes, we do. Brighton Hove versus Crystal Palace tomorrow at 8 a.m. All right. Crazy. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at them highlights. Um. Denies Hamlin. So Larson wins, I believe, huh? Kyle Larson won his second title on Sunday, but even he didn't feel right seeing another championship slip through Denny Hamlin's fingers. Okay. That's dope. What they say about your boy? That's a tough job right there, that racing, man. Them motherfuckers be going fast. Them motherfuckers be going fast as hell. I've been also paying attention to the G League. Yes, I have. I've been paying attention to some games over there. See what this developer. Nets signed G Leaguer Timmy to a multi-year deal. Like I said, you got to go there, do what you got to do. Wall tries broadcasting, still hopes for NBA return. I don't know what's going on with Tyler Smith, huh? We got schedule standings. Let's see. All right, it's been 2 games played so far. We'll see, man. New season for the G League, man. Very interesting. Very interesting. They got everything on here. NBA, NFL. We got NFL tomorrow, so I ain't gonna talk about too much about NFL right now. Like I said, I didn't broke down everything. We also got women's fucking pro soccer. Formula One racing. I believe we have a race this weekend, right? Takes the pole of Brazil, huh? Okay. Norris takes Brazil. Okay, Verstappen struggles. So Norris gets that. Oh yeah, this is McLaren's year, bro. The evolution. Yeah, this is McLaren's year. He gets that in Brazil. What a race. What a race. What a racing season for McLaren, man. Shout out to McLaren, man. I'm going to go ahead and close the show out right now, man. You know what it is. Sportsdatapc. Thank you for being here with your boy, man. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. You know here with your boy, man. Sportsdatapc, man. I gave you everything I can tonight, man. When I say PC, I mean podcast, man. You know what it is, man. Let's go.